Hello everyone! Yay! We're together! Our lesson today is how to read the time to 5-minute intervals. I want from you guys to open page 619 in your book. 619. Okay. Now, do you still remember how do we skip count by 5? Let's try it. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's it. We will use skip counting by 5 till 60 only. Okay? Now, as we said before, this is analog clock and this is digital clock. Analog and digital clock. So the analog clock has the number of hours, but there is no number of minutes. Where are the number of minutes? The number of minutes, as we said before, it's in our mind. I can use skip counting by 5 to figure it out. Right? To figure it out, I can skip count by 5. Let's start. I want you guys to trace the dotted line and label each jump 5, 10, 15, and so on. Start now. "25 and 30, 35 and 40. Now, I want you to draw the minute hand. Write the time on the digital clock. Okay, first I'm gonna draw the minutes hand. As we said before, we need to make it longer than the short hand. Now, what do you think? How many minutes should I write on the digital clock? We said here is the hand, the long hand, and this is the short hand. Here is the number of the minutes, and here the number of the hours. Okay, how many minutes do we have here? It's 40. 40 minutes. And how many? What is the hour? The shorthand, as you can see, it's in the middle between 5 and 6. But we should always choose the smaller number. It's 5. Why? Because the hour now passed the 5, but did not reach to 6 yet. So it's 40 after the 5. So now it's 40 minutes after 5. Okay, now let's go to the next page. Going to the next page. Okay, now, so I will read for you. It takes 5 minutes for the minute hand to move to the next number. You can skip count by 5s to tell the time. This clock shows 40 minutes. Okay, after 9 o'clock. Look at the long hand and look at the short hand. The short hand, it's pointing closer to 10, but it's not 10. It still did not reach to 10. It still did not reach to 10. So it's 40 minutes after 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock. So write the time another way. How do we write the time another way? We will use the digital clock and write 9:40. Okay, here we go. Now, tell what time is shown. Use the analog to help you write the time. I want from you guys to keep on counting by 5. Still skip, I want you always to do like me. 5, 10, 15, and 20. As I told you before, we always should start with the long hand. So the long hand is pointing at 4 o'clock. So The longhand is at 4, but should we write 4 in the minutes place or in the minutes side? No, I shouldn't write number 4 in the minutes side. I should use my numbers in my head. As we said, we skip count to find it. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So this is the 20 minutes. 20 minutes after what exactly? Look at the shorthand. It is pointing at 12, so it's 12 and 20 minutes. Now, let's try the second one. This second one is a little bit tricky for you, but it won't be tricky if you followed my steps. We had a deal before the vacation. I told you keep it in your mind and let us always start reading the longhand first so we can figure out the trick. Let us start. Let's skip count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55 finally. So it's 55 minutes. Look at the shorthand. The shorthand is almost on 4, but it is not on 4 exactly. It's 55 minutes after 3 o'clock. So it's 3:55. Now the last question. It's pointing on 5. The longhand is pointing on 5. Okay, let's start. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, it's 25 minutes after 4. 25 after 4. So be careful, guys. Again, try to read the longhand first, then the short one. And always find the trick of the minutes before writing the number of the hour. Try to solve now page 621. See you later. Bye-bye.